What's the wildest thing your grandma has ever done? I swear my grandma managed to hijack an entire funeral last month. She's 82, the sweetest Southern Baptist lady you could imagine, and she spent her whole life being painfully proper. No swearing, no drinking, never even wore pants until 2005. She's the type who will whisper, "Oh heavens," if someone says, "damn," on TV. So last month, we're at my great-uncle's funeral. Very somber, very quiet. Everyone's dressed in black, sitting stiffly in pews. My grandma is sitting up front, clutching her pearls like always. Everything's normal, until the pastor starts droning on about a life well lived. Suddenly, grandma shoots up from her seat like she's been electrocuted. "Well lived?" she yells. "Harold spent 50 years cheating at poker and stealing my peach cobbler recipes. He is not in heaven, Pastor, he is in timeout." So, the entire room froze. My mom grabbed my arm so hard I lost circulation. Meanwhile, grandma's just getting started. She marches up to the open casket, points right at Uncle Harold, and says, "You hear me, Harold? You're lucky they closed down Blockbuster, or else I'd tell them about all those late fees you never paid." Half the family is horrified. The other half is trying not to choke from laughing. Then grandma decides Harold deserves some real music instead of boring church songs. She walks over to the pianist and demands he play Elvis. The poor guy looks terrified but starts plinking out. Can't help falling in love. And my grandma? She starts singing, loudly, off-key, at her brother's funeral. By now, people are openly recording on their phones. My cousin whispered, "This is going viral." But the best part came when she spotted the flower arrangements around the casket. She huffed. All lilies. Harold hated lilies. He said they smelled like feet. And then, before anyone could stop her, she started rearranging the flowers during the service. She pulled roses from another arrangement, stuck them in Harold's hands, and said, "There. At least he'll smell decent in the afterlife." The pastor had completely lost control of the room. My grandma, though, she looked proud. She stood there, hands on her hips, and declared, "Now this is a proper send-off. None of that boring nonsense." When the service ended, people weren't crying. They were grinning and whispering about the most entertaining funeral ever. On the way home, I asked Grandma what on earth got into her. She just shrugged and said, "Funerals are too sad. Someone has to make them interesting. Might as well be me." And you know what? She wasn't wrong. The next day, a video of her singing Elvis in front of Harold's casket was all over Facebook. Caption, "Grandma steals the show at funeral. She hasn't stopped bragging since."